guys, it's Victoria and welcome back to Femhead. Today I want to talk about activities, products when it comes to entertaining and stimulating Theo. He is just over a year old. I think he's like 12 and a half months old, but just to give you an age range. And so I wanted to share some of the fun summer activities or toys that we've been enjoying. We've spent a lot of time at home. We've spent a lot of time outside. So this is kind of catered to that, just with being stuck at home. One of the first things I recommend is going on Pinterest and looking up sensory play. One thing that we did that he really liked was Cheerio Sand. It's so easy. You put a couple cups of Cheerios into a blender and just blend it for a couple seconds until it looks like sand. And if your child likes to eat everything and put everything in his mouth like my child does, Cheerio Sand is great. So then I have a little tub that's actually outside, little plastic tub. One of those you put under your bed. Sprinkle the Cheerio Sand in there so there's like a little bit of a layer, and then we'll put toys in there, spoons in there, utensils in there, and he just likes to dig around in it, touch it, eat it, and that gives you at least 20 minutes of entertainment. And if you get a Tupperware with a lid, you just pop a lid on it and then you can save it and reuse it and reuse it and reuse it. I know there's other ones: pasta, jello, cereal, oatmeal, so many different cool sensory things that the kids love. And the ones that you make out of food, it's okay, because if they put everything in their mouth and eat it, it's not the end of the world. Classic, basic tub of water. I'll either put water in that same little shallow tub, that way he can just splash it and hit it, or I will put him in a tub with a couple inches of water as like a small pool. He's not a big pool fan. And then we got him a splash pad probably about July, I want to say. I'll put a picture of it up here. He likes playing with the fountains, and once you turn the fountains off, he'll like go in and splash around. I think it'll be a good one for him next year as well, and just in the future. He's a bit timid around water, even though he loves baths. That boy loves anything to do with outdoors. He loves sticks, rocks, dirt, mulch. You have to keep an eye on him because he will try to suck on pebbles like the little mints. He tries to eat mulch, he eats dirt. So while he loves it, you just kind of have to supervise it. Now that he's getting a little bit older, he won't put everything in his mouth. He's learning that he can't eat wood chips and dirt and sand. And so he'll play with it and not always eat it, but you still have to keep an eye on him. Definitely earlier this summer, everything just went in his mouth. So he loves sticks, he loves trees, he loves branches, he loves pine cones, anything to do with like the outdoors. And that's just easy, free stuff outside. So take your kid to a park or whatever and just let him go wild. Speaking of going to parks, he doesn't really get to interact with other kids right now because of coronavirus. So one way I try to make up for that is to take him to parks where kids are playing, and we'll have a picnic and we'll watch the kids play from a safe distance. And he's just really fascinated by older kids. So that's one thing. Picnics. He loves food, he loves snacks. So put up a little picnic, go on a bike ride or a walk to whatever park and lay it out and enjoy a nice little meal. Bike rides, we were gifted a Burley like right when he was born, I want to say, so we couldn't use it until this spring. But he likes bike rides. He wasn't so keen on them at first, but now he'll like fall asleep in there. He's super calm in there. So we can go on bike rides. We'll go bike to one of our like little breakfast places, get our food to go, and go to like a park or the field of the high school and just sit and eat our food. Walks in the stroller. We usually do like a walk a day. This past week it's been so hot. By the time this video goes out, it's probably cooled down a bit, but it was in the like mid 90s, super humid. You just bake in the sun. He has always been super zen, super happy in his stroller. And so if he's getting like really fussy and cooped up inside, and like I am too, we'll go for a walk, and that usually chills him out. So another thing is going on hikes. We'll throw him in the Ergo Baby forward facing so he can see all the action. And this is just a bit more structured than like a wrap or anything, so your back is not gonna kill. But this is also great for when you're trying to like cook or clean or any of that sort of stuff and they just want to be held. So that's a great product. I'll link all the different products and just a list of activities down below. One of my favorite parks for hikes here in Des Moines, and we're in Iowa, so called Ashworth Park. He's really into random household items. When he could first kind of like crawl around, he liked toys, and then he went through a like boycotting toys phase. He loves garbage, he loves boxes, he loves Tupperware, he loves like the masher, he loves wooden spoons, he loves the vacuum cleaner. He just loves like random household things. So try just letting your kid play in the like Tupperware drawer or whatever while you cook dinner, because that usually entertains them. But as far as toys go, I recently hooked up with Lovevery. I've heard of them for a long time and I always wanted to get a box, but I just never got around to it. But they have beautiful toys. They have toys that go along with where your child is at developmentally. It's a subscription box, so you pay monthly and every 2 months you get a new box filled with like just the most beautiful toys. And it's been so much fun watching Theo learn how they work and to figure out the challenge of different toys. It's not just something that like lights up and flashes and entertains him. It's something that like he has to figure out himself. Currently, some of his favorite things, it shows you all the different toys. Wooden coin bank and coins. Some of these are floating around other places, but it's this little box that has a magnetic bottom to it, and it comes with these little wood coins. So it's kind of like a piggy bank, but this is great fine motor skills. And he just figured out how to get the coin in here and he gets super excited. He used to just try to like slap it down or just chew on it, and he just didn't understand the concept of the box, but it's been really cool to see him figure out how to put it in, and he does it with 2 hands right now. It's the cutest thing. So this is one he really likes. His favorite toy right off the bat was this simple little lady in this wood car. He'll put her in his mouth like this and push the car around. And he's learned, I think Michael taught him how to do it, but he's learned how to make car noises. So he'll go, but it's much more like growling, like, he loves this thing. He'll push it around and it's such great fun. And then it comes with a couple different books, but he's never had little books like this, little wood books, little cardboard books, excuse me. But he just loves, because they're little and he can like carry them around, he just loves hanging on to one of these, and he'll like open it up, like smile at the kids. There's no words or anything in these. Also likes this, but it comes with these 3 little balls. 2 of them have like a rattle, and so you just push them in here. They go down and they have all these different compartments to like get into it. And so he likes opening these all up, and he's figured out that you put it up here. So he likes that one. Toys have been a difficult thing because everyone wants to give you toys. There's so many different toys out there, and you never know like what your child's gonna like or what's going to keep them occupied for a long amount of time. And I feel like this box has been so nice because it's given him so many different things. I just kind of open up the box and we keep his Lovevery toys in here, and it just keeps him entertained. And so he just doesn't like when we're cooking in the kitchen and not giving him attention. I don't know why, it's just the kitchen. If he gets frustrated that we're like busy in the kitchen, he'll wander just down the hall and come to this room and play with his toys. So that has been great. I have the next box up. Oh my gosh, this is what the box comes looking like. This is the Pioneer box. This is for, what did I say, 16, 17, 18 months old. So I'm gonna keep this for him for probably like Christmas, I wanna say, is probably when he'll be this age. So it'll just be his Christmas present. I'm not one that likes big, flashy, like bright, gaudy kid toys, but that's what so many toys on the market are. And so it's nice to just get a box of like beautiful toys and books that you know is for your child where they are developmentally, and he has just really enjoyed them. Speaking of big flashy toys, my sister lent this to us. So like when he could sit up on his own and stuff, you just put this in front of him and he'd like push the buttons, and then when he could start pulling himself up, he would pull himself up and play with the larger ones. And then when he was learning how to walk but couldn't walk but could push, like could like stand up and push things, this was great for that. It has like 2 different speeds on it, so like one of them, it's harder for them to push it, so it won't just like slip out from under them. But now he's on the fast gear, and he'll still like push this around and play with it, but he can pretty much walk now. He got this golf set. It comes with 2 golf clubs. Michael golfs a lot, and he golfs a lot with our brother-in-law, so they got him this. And so it comes with a couple golf balls, and Theo gets the concept of like hitting the golf ball with the golf club. Sometimes he'll crawl around and like hack at it, but he'll like stand up and like not properly putt. He like hacks at them, and this will actually keep him entertained because he'll hit the ball and then he'll go toddle after it and hit it again, and it keeps him entertained for a while. This little thing. Yeah, I think that's where we're at with like activities. He's got a race car that he can ride that our friend in England got for him, and it's the cutest thing. He'll push it around, but he's just a little bit too short to ride it yet. And then Michael's parents got him a little wooden bike for his birthday that he'll like slowly walk around with it, but he tries to push it. So that's a good thing to do on like the back deck or outside, because he'll like run it into furniture, into the walls, and he can't turn it like he can turn the walker, and then he just gets really frustrated. It has been difficult as he's gotten older because he is such a curious social baby that he gets, even with our house. Like, I feel like our house is such a beautiful big size. Like, we have 3 floors. What luxury. And you can tell he just gets bored and cooped up, and it's just hard when like you can't go to playgrounds. Like, I had all these intentions of doing like mommy baby swim classes, reading books at the library, and all these things that people normally do at this age with their kids, letting him go play with his like cousins and like my friends that have kids like around his age, and we can't do that right now. So it's a hard time to have kids, but I am grateful that he is the age he is, because he doesn't know any better. He doesn't have friends that he misses. I'm not going through the hassle of whether to send my kids back to school or to keep them home and do hybrid learning. Like, there's so many challenges that people are facing right now, and that's not even in like the medical like coronavirus world, but that's what we've been doing. So it's good to like teach him and have activities where he can entertain himself, because I think that's important. I try to be minimalist when it comes to baby stuff, as I'm literally surrounded by like baby toys right now, but there are good toys and there are toys that just suck, and you kind of learn that along the way. But I need to go through his toys and decide like what we want to keep for future kids and what we just want to pass along. The things I've shown you today or talked about today are things that we'll definitely be keeping for him and for future kids, because a lot of the stuff he's not going to grow out of anytime soon. Anyways, I can just talk on and on and on. I'm feeling very social and talkative today. But that is today's video. That is like some of the summer activities and products we've been using. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to check out Lovevery. I will link them down below, as well as linking everything else I talked about today and just making a list. There's so many good ideas online on Pinterest, but it also can be very overwhelming and make you feel guilty, like you're not the fun mom that makes these like super detailed sensory activities for your kids, or have this beautiful Montessori playroom. But that's okay. Your kids don't need much at all. They can entertain themselves with the weirdest things. Like, he will walk around with a protein bar wrapper for 20 minutes and be happy as a clam with that. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.